Now, let's learn about expensive home problems and how to pay for them with Energy Services representative Cindy Browder.
Hello, how are you today? How are you in the situation where you're facing a challenge of having to replace your heating and cooling unit or your water heater, or maybe another costly energy efficient product? Well, your co-op's here to help you meet that challenge with ease with our loan program, our water heater rebate program, and our heat pump rebate program. Well, what about if you aren't in the market of getting those things right now? We understand that at some point they have to be replaced. And when they do, we want you to replace them with energy efficient heat pumps or a tanked electric water heater. We currently have some programs available. And if you just simply visit our website at www.caec.coop, you'll see the Member Services Benefits tab, the types of rebates that we currently offer. They're split into sections. On a standard built house, we offer a rebate on a dual fuel heat pump, which is the type of unit that uses gas as a backup heat source, and a mini split system, which is a ductless system that has zone heating and cooling. We offer also rebates on our manufactured homes, on the existing as well as new. On the standard built homes for those dual fuel mini splits, we give a rebate in the amount of $300 to $350 per ton based on the seasonal energy efficiency rating. And on those manufactured homes, if you're installing on an existing home and you're replacing your electric furnace, we'll give you $400 per ton. If you buy a new home, we'll go so far as even to pay the cost difference for you to upgrade to a more efficient heat pump. We actually have one of our very own employees who was able to take advantage of the manufactured home rebate program. Let's take a listen and see what Mackenzie McLean's experience was with that manufactured home rebate program.
In 2018, we utilized the heat pump rebate program that's offered by Central Alabama Electric. When we purchased our manufactured home, we discussed the energy saving options that you would have, because obviously everybody always says if you live in a manufactured home, your bills are going to be more expensive. So how could we save those, especially with being an all electric home? The best way that we figured out to save it was with a heat pump. So we contacted Central Alabama Electric. Because I work here, I was actually able just to go upstairs and talk to our energy services department, which is a great department that we have here at the co-op that not just does heat pump rebates, but also can guide you on ways to save money in your home, as well as several other reimbursement options that we have for improvements that you make to your home. As far as the process went with the heat pump, it was so simple. We told them that we were interested. They told us what we needed to do. So we let who we were purchasing our manufactured home from know that we would like a heat pump. They upgraded the unit whenever our home was delivered. And we took pictures of the serial numbers and sent them over to the Energy Services Department, signed a form, and a few weeks later we had a check for the upgrade that we had made. With this process, it was so easy. It really made no sense to not utilize it whenever this was going to save us so much money. So when we utilized the rebate program, we have not just saved money, but we've extremely benefited from the fact that in the summertime, we don't use nearly as much energy as other manufactured homes use, because either you're in a window unit or you have those standard AC units where it's not pulling that air in from the outside to help cool your home off in the summertime. In the wintertime, our bill does go up a little bit more than it is in the summertime, but compared to others who don't have this unit, it is significantly less. I have really tried to encourage anyone that's purchasing, especially a new manufactured home, talk to the people that you're purchasing it from. Let them know you're interested in the heat pump and contact us. We have several energy service representatives as well as customer service reps that would love to talk with you about this, because these heat pumps are definitely the way to go if you're trying to save money in your home.
Thank you, Mackenzie, for that great testimonial of how well that program worked for you. I see we have a question.
Hey, Cindy. Somebody was wondering, what do they have to do to qualify for one of these rebates?
That's a good question. To qualify, they do have to have a licensed or certified heat and cooling dealer to install the unit that they're putting in. They have to get a load calculation done, and that load calculation is simply a calculation that variables are put in to that calculation specific to the member's home that will tell us what size unit to put in that home. And then lastly, they need to provide an invoice showing proof of purchase. Okay, all right. The next area that we're going to talk about is our water heater rebate program. You see, CAEC derives its wholesale power costs from our members' highest electricity usage. That can affect our wholesale power cost and in a sense, affect our rates. But however, if you install a peak shaving device, you will help to keep our wholesale power costs down and to keep our rates stable. And as an incentive, we're agreeing to provide you with a rebate based on the size of the water heater that you purchase. If you put a 30 to 50 gallon water heater in your home, we'll give you $235. And if you put an 80 gallon water heater in your home, we'll give you $375. So as you can see, those incentives are really beneficial for you to take advantage. I see we have another question.
Yes, we do. Well, everyone always wants to know, how much will the PSD, the peak shaving device, cost them, and will they have to maintain it?
Oh, that's a good question. No, you will not have to. There's no cost to you as the member. Part of our agreement and a responsibility with this rebate, we're going to take care of the costs. We have a contracted electrician that he takes care of the installs, and we are responsible for any maintenance. However, if you do get the incentive on this, you do have to keep that device on your home for at least 2 years. Another question?
Yes, and a very important one.
Okay.
If they have this on their electric hot water heater, will they lose hot water?
Another good question. I get that a lot. No, the way that the event occurs, we call it an event. It's generated from our G&T Power South. And when we do it, that event is so minute on the coldest day of the year, you won't even know. You continue your normal activity, you will not know what is going on because it just delays the reheating process or the reheating cycle. So no, you will not lose hot water. Okay, all right. Okay, the next area that we're going to talk about is our loan program. We realize that sometimes financing is one of the biggest drawbacks to making your home more energy efficient. And we have, with Power South, through an agreement through Power South and Regions Bank, we have a low interest rate loan that has affordable terms, there's no prepayment penalties, and you can do various items, projects with this loan. You can put in new windows, window tinting, exterior doors, new heat pumps, new ductwork or ductwork repair or replacement, skirting, programmable thermostats. There's just so many gamut of things that you can do to make your home more energy efficient. And through that loan with Regions Bank, the interest rates start out at 4.99% interest for a 5-year term and up to 6.99% interest for a 10-year term. So it's very affordable and a term that you would be glad to take part in. And then we have another option through our credit union, Alabama One. And just by simply visiting their website at alabama1.org, you can find out the terms and conditions for that loan. And now we do actually have another testimony from one of our members that was able to take advantage of one of our loans. Let's take a listen and see how this experience was for her.
Hey everyone, my name is Amy Dobbs and I'm joining you today to share with you about the positive experience that I've had with the Cooperative's Energy Efficiency Loan Program. In my situation, I found myself needing to replace my heat pump because it was nearly 2 decades old. It was going to cost a lot to repair the unit that I had, and I was going to be much better off in the long run to go ahead and replace the unit. The heating and cooling company mentioned to me about the cooperative's energy efficiency loan program, and so I went to read about it on the cooperative's website. Once I saw that the interest rate was as low as 5 to 7%, and I could get it through Regions, a bank that was local and familiar to me, then I knew that this was the loan for me, because you just can't find that type of rate anywhere else. Also, another plus is that there's no penalties for paying off the loan early. Next, I contacted Miss Cindy Browder, who handles the loan program, and she guided me through the rest of the process. We scheduled a time for her to come visit and for her to confirm the need for a new heat pump for me. And we also identified other needs, such as more insulation in my attic and replacement of some doors in the future. After the work was performed, she visited once more to confirm the work and verify the paperwork. From there, I contacted Regions, who closed the loan and set up the payments. You or somebody you know needs to replace a heat pump or water heater or perform any other energy efficiency updates, please check out this loan option. I highly recommend it, and Miss Cindy is such a pleasure to work with.
As you could see, that process was very simple, and it was a great opportunity for her to take advantage in her time of need. We thank Amy for that testimonial. Now, just to go back over the qualifications for the loan program, you have to be a member in good standing. You have to either own your property or in the process of purchasing it. You have to hire a licensed contractor. And then lastly, you need to be approved by the lender of your choice. I see we have some questions. Okay.
Yes, we do. Going back on to the rebates, someone was wondering for that, do they actually get an actual check, or is that just credited to their electric bill?
Actually, they have an option. We normally send, because of the size of the rebates that we give, we normally send them a check, but we have had instances where members ask us to apply it to their monthly bill. It's their choice.
In regard to the loan program, can anyone do the work, and how long do they have to complete that work?
That's a good question as well. No, you do need to have a licensed or certified contractor to do the work, since you are getting that loan. And they do have 90 days to complete the work. And that time frame starts at the onset. Once they get approved, that time starts.
For their loan, do they pay that on their bill, or do we send them a bill? How do they pay back that loan?
Okay, that's a good question as well. We actually build the relationship between our members and the lenders. So once we build that relation, connect them to one another, they start their payments to the specific lender. So no, they do not pay it on the bill.
Another one about the loan. What would be the average time frame for that, from applying for it to getting it? Can you kind of walk us through that little process a little bit more about the average time they could think to spend on that?
Yes. On average, if they get the loan approval, they find that out within 24 hours. Sometimes it's a little longer depending on their debt to income ratio. So usually within a 24-hour period, they do know that they've been approved. And then based on when they get the contractor to complete the work, like I said, the 90 days is the time that they have to complete. If they do multiple things, if they want to do a new unit, do windows, we've had people, when you get the Regions loans, it's up to $20,000, and with Alabama One, it's up to $25,000. Okay. Thank you. And as always, we want you to remember that our programs and services are here for you. If you need to reach out to us to help you with assistance with your upgrade needs, please remember to visit our website at caec.coop or reach out to me at 1-800-545-5735, extension 2118. Thank you.